Hey there and welcome to Dark Blue Nutrition. My name is Katie. I'm a registered dietitian and certified personal trainer, and today we're going to talk about 5 ways that you can increase your energy using your diet. It is hella windy today, so hopefully that doesn't interfere too much with today's video. I'm gonna get a video of it. Oh my god. The video makes it look not that bad, but it's actually that bad. Look at that tree. So if you're a human being on this earth, chances are that you probably dealt with low energy at some point or another. And a lot of times our energy has a lot to do with not only things like sleep and exercise, but a lot to do with our diet. So we're going to talk about some dietary things that you can switch up, change, or add in to help boost energy. Let's jump into it. Okay, so first tip is to eat every 3 to 4 hours. Now you've probably heard this tip before, and there's kind of a switch between what's trendy and what's not. Sometimes the fad is intermittent fasting, where you only eat at a certain point in time or a certain range during the day, and sometimes it's cool to eat throughout the day. You just never know what kind of nutrition advice is out there, but I am here to tell you that overall, eating smaller, frequent meals is probably the best bet for most people. Now, I'm not accounting for every little nuance in every person out there, so if it works better to eat bigger meals throughout the day, that's totally cool. But if you're finding that you are very low energy, chances are eating smaller meals throughout the day would help you have more energy. The reason for this is that when we eat, it raises our blood sugar. We eat food and it converts to glucose in our body and to other things so we can turn it into energy in our body. And when we're only getting that pump in of glucose 1 or 2 or 3 times a day, then that's not really enough to keep our blood sugar levels at the level that we want them throughout the day. It is much better to have those little small increments where you're getting in more energy so your body can utilize it even better. The second thing to look out for if you're feeling low energy consistently is, are you getting enough iron-rich foods in? So iron is in a lot of different foods. There are forms of heme iron and non-heme iron, and the non-heme iron is usually less readily available to absorb or less bioavailable to our body, like spinach, broccoli, beans, other stuff like that. And then typically the meat or the heme iron is a little easier for our body to convert in our body for our blood cells, and this can come in beef, oysters, liver, turkey, chicken, and other animal-based products. But don't fret, if you are vegetarian or vegan, that's your dietary preference for any reason, you might find it beneficial to take a supplement with iron in it if that is the case and you feel like you're not getting in enough iron. But either way, there are ways to get in more iron. Classic signs of iron deficiency can be dizziness, lightheadedness, and just feeling fatigued overall for a extended period of time, kind of chronically, so 3 to 6 months. If you are concerned that you might have iron deficiency, definitely check in with your doctor. They can officially diagnose you. That is by no means a diagnosis, because there's a lot of reasons why we can kind of feel those symptoms. So definitely check with your doctor. But including more iron-rich foods is definitely not a bad thing no matter who you are. The next way to boost your energy is to increase your water intake. So if you're getting around 6 to 8 cups of water in a day, then you're doing just fine. But if you're getting in less than that, then try upping your water intake and see how you feel. The next thing that you can change if you're feeling low energy is increase your carbohydrate intake. Now, this one I know is probably controversial because a lot of people out there say that a low carb diet is a healthier diet, but carbs are actually our body's preferred source of energy. So when we have carbs in our body wants to use carbs first because that is the easiest and quickest form of energy for it. So carbs are a really good thing for your body, no matter what the media or social media or influencers are telling you. I promise you need carbs in your diet, especially if you are a highly active person, which I know a lot of you in the dark blue community are. You need carbohydrates to refuel your body and to fuel your exercise, your activity, your muscles, your brain, everything. You can even combine my last tip about having more liquid and having more water with this carbohydrate tip and include a smoothie in your day, because that has typically a decent amount of carbohydrates from fruit, and also smoothies usually have some form of liquid in them them, like almond milk or something like that, so you are getting hydrated in the process as well. So smoothies are a great addition to any diet. I, for one, love my NutriBullet. I will leave a link to the NutriBullet that I have in the description box below. It is perfect. It took me a long time to get a new blender after I had like my super old one that worked just fine, and I'm so glad that I converted to NutriBullet because it makes perfect smoothies in a very short period of time and blends everything really well. You can even throw some veggies in there if you want an extra nutrient boost. And my last tip for you, if you're feeling low energy consistently, is ask yourself, am I getting enough calories in general? Now, this can be a tough one because a lot of times we think we're getting enough to eat, but we're actually not. So I highly recommend seeing a registered dietitian. I do take a few one-on-one clients, but I am also starting a nutrition course on nutrition for fitness. So I will leave both links in the description box. So whenever that course comes out, you can check it out too, because I know in the future I plan to just have a lot of different courses for you so I can lay it out for those of you who don't really have the time or money to work with a one-on-one coach slash dietitian. But back to the tip, a lot of times we don't even realize that we're not getting enough calories in. I think social media and influencers probably have a big role to play in this, in that we are kind of shown that a healthy diet is this really rigid small box, and it's basically having 1,200 calories, having only salads and fruit and vegetables and celery and nothing else in our diet, and that's just not true. We actually need a balance of carbs, fat, and protein, and high enough calories in order to have muscle gain, in order to maintain our weight, in order to live a healthy lifestyle and have energy. And not just energy for your workout, energy for activities of daily living. So just walking around the house, petting your cat, doing all this stuff requires a lot more calories than I think the media likes to give credit for. So make sure you're eating enough. And I'm not a huge fan of calorie counting. I think it can be a little rigid and taken out of hand a lot of times, so I don't necessarily recommend counting calories. But what I will say is, if you feel low energy and you think that there is a small chance that you could be eating not enough, then try adding a snack into your day, or try adding an extra portion at lunch or dinner, and see how you feel. If you feel a lot better, chances are you weren't eating enough and you can kind of up your portion sizes more than you were before. And hey, if you're interested in how to fuel an active lifestyle, I do have a pre and post workout snack guide that I will share with you below that's going to help you fuel both before and after your workout. And that'll also get you signed up for my email list, which I will share updates on that nutrition course that I mentioned halfway through the video. I think you guys will really love that, and I'm really excited to announce when it comes out in 2022. Hopefully, I'm shooting for around April 2022. So thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope you learned a thing or two, and let me know in the comment section below what's your favorite midday snack to help boost your energy. I want to hear from you. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. The wind says bye too. God, this wind is killing me.